Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. It's Steve, and today we are going to get down. We're going to get down with some get down mushroom soup. Here we go. Yes, it's so easy to make, it is so awesome to taste, and it's so good for us, especially in the grounding area. That's why I call it get down soup. So, we're going to put grounding things in, specifically the mushrooms and the walnuts. So, we're going to put in, I have about 8 ounces of mushrooms. Kind you buy at the store, cremini mushrooms will be fine. And they come in the package of about 8 ounces. There's about 8 ounces. I have 1 cup of walnuts. One of the great things about walnuts, I find the greatest thing about walnuts, is that it is brain food, and it is high in our essential fatty acids, specifically the essential fatty acid, the third 3. Not the 6. We get plenty of 6s. 6s are easy to get, they're in almost everything, but we lack in 3s in the essential fatty acids, and so we are having our essential 3s on today, and it's so good to get those on. It helps balance and everything. Again, we get plenty of 6s, but we need 3s. Walnuts, chia seeds, and hemp seeds are all high in omega-3s. And as far as green leaves go, they are also high in omega-3s. A lot of people don't think that green leaves, like spinach or kale or chard or broccoli or any of these greens, have the essential fatty acids, and they do. They have omega-3s, a lot of times higher than 6. So get your greens on. They do have fatty acids in them. And for this, we're doing walnuts. So, mushrooms, walnuts, coconut nectar to sweeten it up a little bit. This comes from coconut. I like to use this a little more than agave nectar. I find this to be a little tastier, and I feel better after it than agave. If I do too much agave, I go to a lot of raw restaurants use agave, I don't feel as good. However, I'm a big fan of using these things, agave or this, if it's going to help you eat more fruits and vegetables. No, it is not the ideal. It is extracted. It's not a whole food, which I believe in as the highest health. But for now, this is great. We're going to get our mushroom soup on. Get down mushroom soup. Coconut aminos. Here we go. By the way, there was about 2 tablespoons of coconut nectar, 1 tablespoon of coconut aminos. This is also known to replace soy sauce. So we don't want soy. Get away from soy, or any of the namashoyus or any of that. Those are okay too. I sometimes will have those. But I like the coconut aminos more than anything to give it that soy flavor, that meaty flavor. Not the soy flavor, the more the meaty texture. So we have cilantro. I'm going to use that as a topping. And coconut nectar, there's still a little left there. But for now, I'll just go with what we have. I have garlic. I'm putting a clove of garlic in, and I'm also putting in a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Definitely want to get that sea salt in, so good for us. And then I'm going to put in 16 ounces of spring water. Ah, beautiful. So good. And here we go. I'm going to see how the thickness is of this, of 16 ounces. If I need a little bit more water, I will get some more water. But for now, let's see what happens. It is time. Whee! Looking good on 16 ounces of water. Now I'm going to go fully on, and I'm going to keep it on for about a minute. And I'm going to, about 1 minute. Watch this. Wow. Blending it up real good now. Yes. So good. So excited to have this. I can make this now. it in for definitely over the 32nd time, I believe. And you can have it in the blender longer and warm it up, actually. Oh my God. The smell is amazing. I was first inspired by this by Ron Russell's mushroom, I think it's cream of mushroom soup at Sun Cafe. So good. So many of you who've been to Sun Cafe know that soup. And I'm using a lot of the same things. I don't even know his ingredients except by tasting it. He didn't give me the recipe, and that recipe's not for public information. However, I believe they use cashews, and I chose walnuts instead to get those omega-3s. And I added probably a little bit of coconut nectar to make it a little sweeter, because cashews naturally are sweeter than walnuts. So, here is the soup. Oh gosh, amazing soup. It looks so good. And I'm just going to garnish it with a little bit. I'll put it right here. I'm going to garnish it with just a little bit of cilantro, that's all. A little cilantro. Whee! Oh, so beautiful. So awesome. So yummy. So RAWmazing. So ridiculous. And I haven't even tasted it yet, but I've tasted it before and I know how it tastes. So, in front of you, here we go. You can see the reaction on my face. I mean, really, like, that is so good. It's not kind of good. It's not sort of good. If you're into mushrooms, this is so good. So, and I want to take this recipe to another level. This is just the base. I want to get some shaga in there and some reishi and make it real shroomy in there. So, until the next time, I am going to be making this, by the way, tonight at the Oxnard Whole Foods. And I very well might make this Sunday at Agape. Really excited about both of those events. I'll see you tonight in Oxnard for those of you who are in that area. And for those of you at in the area of Agape, I'll be there this Sunday at 2:30 at Reverend Arlene's Live Food Ministry. And I'll be teaching there for a couple of hours and making a bunch of food. And very possibly this, definitely my Rock and Rad Thai. And we're going to get with the juices and the smoothies too, so we could learn about cleansing, because Reverend Arlene is also in the middle of doing a cleanse. I believe it's called the I'm Keeping True cleanse, and yeah, like 40 days of just self-love, self-care, and then after 40 days it's hello. And if you hear in the background little meow, that's the cats playing. Love and Light are playing around this morning. And so is Pure Energy Steve with his Get Down Mushroom Soup. Till the next time, brothers and sisters, you are all awesome and I love you. Namaste.